guys, ASMR here. I couldn't sleep, so, well, the best thing when you can't sleep is either to listen to ASMR, which I had already done, or to record ASMR. So here I am, recording an ASMR video. I have to say, I think I can't sleep because I ate Burger King, okay, for dinner. And since I ate Burger King for dinner, well, usually when I eat dinner and well, that dinner is heavy. It's a heavy dinner, you know. It's it's complicated to eat. Well, usually then, it makes it hard for me to sleep. Also, I ate dinner pretty late. I ate it at 21, I think. So it wasn't early. It wasn't an early time to eat dinner. But yeah, I ate Burger King. It's kind of a new hamburger they've released here. I really liked it. It was pretty big, and it was okay for the price. Like, it had bacon and things like that. I also had some regular fries. They didn't add ketchup though. That's kind of. They didn't add ketchup though. But I did have at home, so that wasn't really a problem for me because I just put ketchup from the one I had at home. Also, I had Coca-Cola, so that might be another reason why I can't sleep. The caffeine. I'm not a coffee drinker or anything like that, so I have to say that caffeine really affects me. So yeah. Wow. Also, when it comes to like coffee and energy drinks, I don't really drink energy drinks at all. I drank once a Monster energy drink, and I was really scared. Oh wow, sorry, interference. I shouldn't leave my phone close to the audio interface I'm using, because it will make a weird static noise. Anyways, the fact that I've had this with Burger King is not going to make me stop eating it, because I really like fast food, I have to say. But the fact that I eat fast food doesn't mean I don't like other kinds of food. Of course, I really love food. I really like stews. I think stews are very, very good, and taste-wise, and like what they actually have. I really like eating. Well, I'm a student. It's not that I really like eating it, but it's what I eat the most because of well, I'm a student. Money it's kind of a big problem. So I eat a lot of rice and a lot of pasta because it's cheap. Oh man, sorry for the popping. I don't have any kind of pop filter. So every time I do a sound, it's like I can see the audio wave. The audio wave, it's creeping out and making the classic pop sound figure in the audio wave. Whatever. Anyways, speaking also about food, when I go to places like McDonald's or Burger King or fast food where you get a soda as a drink generally, this is okay. This might sound very childish, but this is my rambling ASMR, so I'll do anything I want. I really like to get the end of the straw, and it comes in a little piece of paper. Well, I just take the paper out, and then what I like doing is I like blowing through one of the ends of the straw where where the paper is in there, so then the paper just blows away and it flies butterflies, funnily. And if I'm with friends or something, I just point it at them and, you know, annoy them for a bit. Well, and but the thing is, I don't just leave it on the floor, of course. I don't like littering, so, you know, then I walk to it and pick it up. And, well, throw it in the bin, which is where it belongs. So, now that we have spoken about the food, and, you know, that's something I really like. Let's see, for example, dishes I really like cooking. I think spaghetti carbonara. I really like making it since I saw this recipe online of the real recipe, you know, with egg, like no cream and, you know, cheese and so on. I tried it like that, and wow, it was really surprising. Obviously, at first it didn't went well. Every time I made it, the egg, instead of becoming creamy, it became scrambled eggs, and I was like, well, I can imagine this is breakfast or something. I know I'm lame, but anyways. Something else I cooked the other day that was actually pretty surprising is chicken teriyaki. I cooked it with chicken teriyaki ingredients. Well, in my case it was soy sauce and some sugar. You know, easy. I don't really like overcomplicating my thing. And then I put some boiled peas on it because I needed something to fill it in, because why not? And I didn't have any other kind of vegetable. So, and aside from that, what else did I put? Oh yeah, and then I boiled rice and used it as a big base for it, you know. So I had rice at the bottom, and then on top I put some of the chicken teriyaki, and I had food for 2 days. Usually what I do is I cook. Imagine I'm making dinner. Well, I cook my dinner, and then with the leftovers, I freeze them, of course, and then I can take them to university for the following day. And that means I already have food I can take to university, and like I don't have to spend any money on supermarket or sandwiches or places there, because I've already got my own food. I do the same with spaghetti, like not the carbonara though. I can't really freeze that. When I heat it up in the microwave they have there at university, then it becomes like very cardboardy, at least the sauce itself. Like it scrambles the eggs even though it was creamy. But if it's bolognese sauce, for example, then I like to I can like freeze it and, you know, take it to university and so. Something else I've realized about cooking my own things and so on, like I've been cooking for some time already, but I never prepared my own meals. I usually cooked for the moment and then I ate it. Is that you can't really freeze potatoes. Like the moment you freeze a potato and you freeze it and eat it, it's horrible. Like it's like it has a sandpaper texture. I really don't like that. But I don't think anyone likes it, but it still has it, you know. I don't think you can really avoid it if you freeze it. Same with cheese, some kind of cheese. When you freeze it, you can then only use it to melt it and so on, which isn't really a problem for me because I melt my cheese on some things, but like you can't really eat it fresh, you know, just cutting it. Also, I mentioned before I have a new audio interface. Like it's the one I'm using. It's a pretty good audio interface. I was actually kind of worried because I was going to get an audio interface because my fountain power supply died. So that wasn't really good. I think condenser inside blew, but I haven't opened it so I can't really check. So I got this audio interface and I have to say I'm pretty surprised. I was actually really reluctant on it working because I am running Linux on my laptop. So the thing is that I wouldn't expect it to run on Linux, actually made something for our sound card. Like, we haven't done anything from our side, but like, it's a plug and play device, so it should work straight out of the box. So I took a risk and I bought it. Like, I couldn't return it if it didn't work, but I still bought it. And I have to say, I'm very surprised. Like, the audio quality that comes out of this is extreme. At least in my experience, I'm always been used to cheap external USB audio cards, or like the one that comes in your motherboard, which for the main, I think, yeah, for the general, like in general, in my case, it wasn't really good audio, even though I still use it, for gaming and things like that. It wasn't really the best, and I just played a song when I got this through the sound card, and oh wow, like, I think I'm going to enjoy music now more than ever. Let's see, yeah, so for the ones who want to know what I'm using, it's a Behringer Euphoria UMC204 HD. It usually retails for about 84 euros here in Europe, but Amazon UK had like 2 left, and apparently they wanted to get rid of it, so I got it for 20 euro. It was an awesome deal, I think, because this already, like, sound cards in this quality range, for what I've been researching, are about 150 euro or even more. So the fact that I got this one for 20, and it's a legit one, I didn't get scammed or anything, and it works really well. Well, it's surprising. I mean, I think I got a very, very good deal. Now, I have something else I want to talk about, like this kind of a bit more of myself. And like, it's kind of, for example, I was trying to sleep before, right? And I like ASMR, so I listen to ASMR. But even if I'm in bed and like everything is cozy, and because I'm in bed, of course, and like warm and everything, I always have to check if the door of, I don't live in a very big place, but if I've actually locked the door, I don't live in a bad neighborhood or anything, but it's kind of that feeling like, just in case, like, what if, someone can't, open or something. So I tend to always lock it, like, get up, lock it, and, things like that, just in case. Nothing too drastic, nothing too dramatic, but yeah, I like to do that as well. Something else I tend to do is, I tend to turn the lights off, like, wherever I'm leaving, even though if I'm going to leave for 1 second, I tend to turn the lights off and then go back in and turn it on. And like, if it's a regular light bulb, that's okay, because the light comes instantly, but like, back where I used to live in the kitchen, we had a fluorescent light thing, it's like a doom. I can't really explain, I don't have the words right now. And it usually took like 30 seconds to turn on. So it was pretty, like, when I turned it off, I was like, oh man, I turned it off, now I have to wait half an hour for it to turn on. But yeah. And another thing I have to do, or like I usually do, when I'm listening to ASMR, I usually tend to fall asleep to it, of course. Except when I have a school or something, or I have to wake up in the following day. There is a video, ASMRDarling, well, Taylor Darling, uploaded. It's not an ASMR video, but it's like top 10 struggles of people who listen to ASMR. I can't remember. I will link it down below in the description anyways. In that video, she describes a problem I actually do have. And it's that, well, many of us have, I guess. It's that when you wake up and you've been listening to ASMR, the headphone cable you and choke you to death. Like, the headphones don't want you to sleep to ASMR. You want to sleep to it, but they won't allow you. Like, when you wake up, you're half being choked by it, and I'm like, how did I even get in this position? Sometimes, oh, excuse me for that. Sometimes you will find your headphones around your neck, and then somehow around, like, vertically around your head, and it's very confusing how you can even get in those positions. Aside from that, when I have lessons or something like that, I also unplug it. Because if I don't unplug it before I fall asleep, then my headphones might pop off while I'm sleeping or something like that, and my alarm will sound through the headphones. And I'm kind of a very heavy sleeper, so if if the alarm sounds through the headphones, then I won't wake up, and it wouldn't be the first time I've actually been late to a university lecture or something like that, just because I forgot to unplug my headphones. It sounds kind of ridiculous, but you know, it's for safety reasons, so I don't suffocate, and for the reason that it helps me be able to wake up, you know, and the alarm sound. Anyways, I think I'm kind of satisfied now. I've spoken a bit. I hopefully made you sleep, and well, I think this is it for this video. So I hope you have a great sleep, and ASMR out.